I'm on the 8th hole and I've just hit a slice. I thought I had a good grip, I thought I had a good alignment, but I felt like I didn't get off my right side going through. But actually I think the cause was on my backswing, that my right hip moved to the right going back, and then I wasn't able to bring it through coming down, hence I hit it off the back foot. The culprit was this right hip. I've got to make sure that when I start my backswing, my right hip stays in position here and does not move to the right. So the old adage of move over to the right side or get on your right side, you can see I'm moving here. What I'm trying to do is just make a nice rotation and turn and keep this right hip feeling like it's going to be stable and in position. So as I wind to the top of the swing, the right hip and right leg have stayed there. They haven't gone off to the side. So I've maintained a lot more stability. I've not increased the flex in my right knee. So let me just show you from here. As I swing back, my right leg is staying in position. Now what happens when I start down and my body shifts forward to the front foot here as I'm starting my downswing, that influences the club to swing down on this inside path. And that's what we want to do to get rid of this slice, is get the club coming from the inside, and to do that I've moved more onto my front foot here. That encourages the approach from the inside. I can then release the club through the ball and get on all the way through. So the right hip on the backswing and the right leg is really critical, that we don't have this movement. We need stability in it. So that's the word I think of when I'm trying to make sure that I'm going to get a nice swing path on the inside and a good draw. So as I swing back, my right leg is holding. Then as I start down, you can see I've shifted forward. My axis has now moved forward here. That influences the club to come down, and now I'm approaching on the inside. I've got pressure onto my left leg. I can swing from the inside, my arms release out, and I'll get the draw. So let's give it a try and see if I'm able to improve this positioning on my right foot. It's going to feel quite restrictive, so my right foot is going to be more stable in the ground. I'm actually going to turn it out at address ever so slightly here to get a little bit more turn. I'm encouraging my right hip to turn. I don't want to feel like I have no hip turn. If I have no hip turn, I'm just moving to the right. So actually I'm going to let the right hip turn. It turns, but it's not moving to the right. That gives me a nice backswing. I'm in a good position here. I then start down. Path is from the inside. I've shifted to the left, coming through on the inside, and I get the draw. All right, so right leg, right hip stable, right foot just a little bit more turned out to encourage that. See if I can do it. Yep, that's got the draw going. I started it a little out to the right, so that meant the swing path is from the inside. What we're trying to do is create more stability in our right hip in the backswing. If you find that you're hitting shots and you're finishing on your back foot, then this is the tip and the cure for you. We've got to get stability as we move away from the ball here. We don't want the right hip and the right knee to drift to the right. So make sure your right leg holds position there. Turn that right foot out ever so slightly. As you then swing back, we don't want the right hip to have shifted to the right, so I've made a nice turn, getting a little more turn out of the right hip. That gets me in a good wound position. Then as I start down, it's easier for me to move onto my right front foot. My axis is now moved forward, hence my swing path is more from the inside. But that's what's causing your slice, is that your axis is too far back and you're swinging across the ball. So you can see I've got onto my front foot, therefore my swing path is coming down more in this way. It's that inside swing path that we're looking for. A more inside swing path will match the club face and the swing path up together, and that will give you the chance of hitting a draw. I hope that helped.